So welcome back to this lecture. So in this lecture we're going to build the palindrome checker application. So this is the final version of the application that we're going to build in this entire module. So if I enter here or refresh the page, then you can see we have this particular palindrome checker card like structure. Inside of that we have these elements, which is palindrome checker heading, then we have the input type, and then we have this check button. So if I enter here like 1 to 1, so this is actually a palindrome because the starting and the ending character is same. If I enter here a wow, then if I click on check, then you can see wow is a palindrome. If I enter here a like mom, then you can see wow means the mom is actually a palindrome. If I enter here a like ullu, then you can see now the ullu is also a palindrome. So if I enter here a like my name Vijay, then you can see it is not a palindrome. If I enter here 1 2 3 4 5, then it is also not a palindrome. So this is a small application, but we're going to build in this one. We will see how this particular UI card will be created, and also this hover effect, and you will learn the logic of the palindrome, how to integrate the palindrome checker logic to the input type like the UI element of the HTML, and also when the result is displayed, then how this particular animation is performed. Okay, so our first step is to start with the HTML part of the project. Now for the HTML part, I have already created the file inside the Visual Studio Code and also launched the application inside my web browser, which is the palindrome checker application, and this is the final version of the application that we want to build. And before moving forward, I want to link my CSS file to this index.html. So this is the style.css, and also I need to link my script file, so script src, and here I will be specifying the script.js. So these files are actually specified in the same directory, so that is why I am just directly giving the name with the extension. Okay, so the first thing is we need to actually provide the container, because this is actually a container. Inside of that all of these 4 elements are placed. So first we need to create the container. So here I will be using the shortcut emit plugin. This is container. If I press the tab key, and inside of that I'm going to place the h1 element. This will be used for the palindrome, which is the palindrome checker. And after that we need to here specify the input type. So input type is going to be text, because we want to accept both number and words. So that is the reason we need to specify the input type to text. So this is actually like input type text. Okay, so I have specified the ID as input type text. Then we need to add the placeholder, so enter a word. So this will be the placeholder for the input type. If I control save it, then you can see now the input type is visible to the web browser. Next we need to place the button. So when click of the button, we want to perform the palindrome logic. Inside of the button we want to display the text as check. You can see now the button is visible to the browser. Then we need to specify ID. This ID will be fetched inside the JavaScript part. So this is our check button, and after that we need to place the another element, which is this particular one for the result. So we are going to use the division tag. So this is actually a div, and we need to provide here a ID. So ID is going to be like result, so that we can display the result. Right now it is not going to be visible, but we want to actually provide here some text. So once we are actually done with the CSS part, then we are going to remove this text from here. Alright, so that marks the completion of the HTML part for the palindrome checker application. So our next step is to start with the CSS part for this particular application.